everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel today. In today's video we're back on Gran Turismo Sport and we've got a track guide for the GR.4 class car, driving the Aston Martin Vantage GT4 car around Monza. It's the track that's on there today. I've done this morning. I wanted to get it out straight away just to help some of you guys who are obviously going to try and take part in this today. It's not a perfect lap, but I think it's good enough to do the track guide. It's the first time I've ever driven the track in a GR4 car. I've driven it once before when we were driving the GT3 car when we managed rank 2 in the world, but this car really doesn't suit me as much as the car that we drove when we were driving the GT3. I do struggle with the Vantage and I don't know what it is, but we managed a reasonably good lap in the end anyway. That put us up to about P4, I think it was. I think it actually put us P5 by the time I started the video. Someone else had overtook us, so we're in the top 10 stars at the point of making the video, but whether it will stay there by the end of the night, probably unlikely. It'll probably be very close to the top 10 though, so I think there's a lot to be learned from watching the lap and getting some information from it. So what I'll do is, as usual, I'll let you guys watch the lap in full speed with the normal view, and in the top right hand corner we've got the chase camera view for anyone that uses that view, and then once that's finished we'll redo the lap, slow it all down and have a look at the lap and point out some braking spots and some areas where we might have made a few errors where you might be able to gain even more time. Anyway, enjoy the lap and we'll be back very soon with the track guide. Okay, so you can see there the lap was reasonably clean. A few little areas where we might be able to make a few little gains on, which we'll talk about in the video now as we go through the track guide while slowing it down in the braking zones. So the first braking zone we're going to be looking for is braking just short of the 150. It's really important to brake short of this because you're not going to attack this corner like you would on other games. You need to get your car over the curb on the right hand side quite aggressively. So you can see before the 100 we're braking very early, downshifting into second gear, and I'm going to hold it in second gear before going down to first for a little bit so we can get the turn-ins, and we're going to aim for that orange part of the track, really attack the curb, and then again try and take a lot of the curb on the left hand side. We took a little bit too much of that curb on the left hand side, but we got away with it and didn't lose too much time. Maybe a half a tenth there to be gained if you take that a little bit cleaner. Now accelerating up the straight now, into the next braking point. We're going to again look for the 150, and we're going to brake just slightly past that. Do not brake too late. You don't want to be braking in between the 150 and 100. You want to brake just past the 150. You're going to see it now. Just as we come to the 150, just past the 150, braking hard down into second gear. Again, we really need to attack the orange part there. You can see, get your car over that orange part again, and then attack again the orange part on that part. You really need to cut some of these corners a little bit to get the most out of this track. It is a very fine line of being a little bit too aggressive on the cut, because you can get a cut, but you get away with it just if you do as much as I did then. And then braking down into third gear for the first part of the Lesmo, just after the 50 board, and then hard on the power and try and use all the track as much as you can on the left hand side. We did that reasonably okay there, and then again looking for the 50 board on the left, braking pretty much on the 50, just short of it, down into third gear, and try and get your car over that right hand there, bit of Astro on the entry of the curb, and then hard on the accelerator as we come out the corner, and really need to get on the power early for that exit there, so you get a nice pull out of that corner all the way down the straight now into the next really fast chicane. Then we're going to look for the bridge above us again, braking pretty much dead on that bridge there, down into fourth gear, then third gear, attack the curb here but not too much. You will get a corner cut if you're too aggressive on that corner, on that curb, and then really get on the power early and get the car to that curb. If you get your right hand tight on that curb, it will kind of stick you to that curb and give you some really nice grip and a really lot of speed coming out of the exit of this corner now. Then accelerating all the way down the straight into the next braking zone. We're going to again look out for the 100 board. Just past the 100 we're going to brake, you can see now. So as we go past the 100, we'll slow it down now. As we go past, we're braking down into third gear and try and get your car over to the right hand side. Again, we didn't get the turn in I would have liked. I would have preferred a bit more turn in there. You see we're running a little bit wide now and losing maybe a tenth or so extra there. So there's probably about 2-3 tenths that we've lost there just on the mistakes I've made. And this is my first time driving obviously the GR4 car here, so it wasn't an ultimate lap, but I'm really happy with the 1 minute 55.5. The mistakes probably could have took us down to a 55.2, and then I think a perfect lap again, like a 55.0, 55.1, something like that. I think the top person is on the 55.0, so that was a really nice lap. The guy that's hit that time, really fast time. Hopefully we can get close to that maybe next time we come back on, and hopefully we can get some races done today on this track with this car. Should be fun. I don't expect to be as competitive as I've been at other tracks with other cars, because this car is not my strongest car. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this track guide. I hope you managed to get yourselves a little bit further up the grid by watching it and getting some pointers from it. And I hope you do a little bit better in the races, as you know some of the braking points and obviously the points where you need to turn in and etc. And just be aware of them corner cuts. You know, you can get away with a bit on that second chicane, but a little bit too aggressive and it will give you a cut, and it can be quite a substantial cut. And on this track it is really hard to lose the time on the penalties, because you've just got long straights, and if you lift off sometimes it will not get rid of that penalty on the straights. So just be very wary of that for the race. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give me a sub, make sure you click the thumbs up button, and make sure you click the notification button within the subscription section. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back very soon.